Welcome to The Explainer. You know, we're seeing this huge trend right now, multiple generations of a family all deciding to live together. So how do you make that work without driving each other crazy? Well, as we're about to find out, smart architecture is the secret ingredient.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. Success here isn't about more square footage, it's about a smarter design. One that gets that delicate balance between our need to be together and our absolute need for our own private space.
You know, for decades, the goal was the empty nest, right? But now, we're seeing a massive swing back to what you could call the full nest. And this isn't happening by chance. Families are making a very conscious choice to do this, and for really practical reasons. Pooling money, having built-in help with the kids, and of course, giving aging parents a loving place to be.
Okay, so here's the game plan. First, we're going to compare options for living inside the same house. Then, we'll look at totally separate structures on the same lot. After that, we'll get into the 5 golden rules that make it all work. And finally, we'll figure out how you can choose the right blueprint for your own family.
All right, let's start with the most common setups, where everybody's living under one main roof. The big question you have to ask here is, how much togetherness is too much togetherness?
So this is your first big fork in the road. On one side, you've got the integrated suite. Just think of it as a second master bedroom inside the main house. It's fantastic for someone who's really part of the daily chaos, but let's be real, the privacy level is pretty low. But on the other side, you have the attached unit, what most of us call an in-law suite. Now this is a whole different beast. It's like its own little apartment with its own entrance and a kitchenette. It strikes a much better balance between being close and having your own world.
And that word, kitchenette, is actually a super important detail. Here's why it matters. The second you put a full-size stove in that space, a lot of zoning laws will suddenly see your home as a duplex. And that opens up a whole can of worms with different building codes, fire rules, and even your property taxes. A kitchenette is the clever workaround. It gives you 90% of the function without any of the legal headaches.
Okay, now let's crank up the independence level. These next options are for families who want to share a piece of land, but maybe not the same 4 walls.
And here are your 2 choices for maximum autonomy. First, you have the detached ADU, or casita. It's basically a tiny home in your backyard. Absolutely perfect for independent grandparents or maybe an adult kid who's saving up for their own place. A duplex, though, that's something else entirely. From a legal perspective, it was designed as 2 separate homes from day one. It gives you total independence, which is a great setup for, say, 2 siblings who want to co-own a property but live completely separate lives.
So we've looked at the 4 main layouts. Now for the really important part, the 5 architectural rules that you just can't skip if you want any of these to actually work long-term.
I mean, think of this as your essential checklist. A separate entrance isn't just a door, it's a psychological boundary that everyone needs. We've already hammered home the kitchenette rule. Universal design, that's just being smart and planning for the future today. And trust me, separate thermostats might just be the single greatest peacemaker ever invented. But let's zoom in on the one that's invisible, but can absolutely make or break the daily peace: soundproofing.
So here's the key thing to understand. Real soundproofing isn't just about jamming some extra insulation in the wall. It's a whole system. You literally build 2 separate wall frames with an air gap between them to kill vibrations. You use super dense insulation that's designed to absorb sound. Then, and this is the cool part, you attach the drywall to these special metal channels, not directly to the wood studs, which basically isolates the room. Top it off with a heavy solid core door, and you've got genuine acoustic privacy.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the how, all the layouts and the must-have features. But now we have to get to the most important question of all, the why that drives your family's choice.
At the end of the day, this isn't about picking a floor plan out of a magazine. It's about sitting down and having some really honest conversations about how your family actually wants to live, both together and apart. The architecture has to serve the relationships, not the other way around.
So, what should you take away from all this? It really boils down to this one question. Answering it honestly? That is the real first step to creating a home that can support your family for generations. Thanks so much for watching.